everyone. Welcome back to the session of English. In this session, we are going to continue with our previous year questions, or you can say practice questions based on chapter article. So this is part 2 of this session. In our earlier session, we discussed several questions based on articles, and that was part 1. So in this session, we are going to discuss articles, practice questions, part 2. So let us discuss that what we are going to discuss in this session. Well, in this session, we will learn 25 practice questions. It means in that session, we have already learned 25 practice questions. We have discussed already 25 practice questions. In this session as well, we are going to discuss 25 further questions, practice questions based on chapter articles. Now, these are detailed analysis of solutions. Okay. Well, in this session, we will also discuss detailed analysis of the solutions. It means these questions are based on articles, and we'll discuss the solutions of these questions in detail. So, what type of questions are these? Let us see with the help of these directions which are given to us. Now, these directions will help us out in solving the questions given. Okay. Now, let us read the directions. Read the sentence to find out whether there is an error in it. It means these are spotting errors based on articles. Okay. So, a sentence will be given to you which has been divided into several parts, and we will have to tell that which part contains error. Okay, the error, if any, will be in one part of the sentence. It means the sentence, it is divided into several parts, but the error should be in one part of the sentence only, or it is in one part of the sentence only. Okay, so this is directly or clearly given to us. The number corresponding to that part, so whichever number is written in that particular part, that will be our answer. If the given sentence is correct as it is, it means if the entire sentence is absolutely correct, there is no error in the sentence which is given to us, there is no error in any of the parts of the sentence, that means our answer will be no error. So we have to mark our answer as no error. Okay, so this option will also be given in our question. Ignore the errors of punctuation, if any. Now, actually, these are spotting errors are based on articles, but we have to ignore the errors of punctuation, if any, because in these type of exams, punctuation can be ignored. They will not be asked, or they are not considered as errors in these type of questions. Okay, so let's begin the questions. So here we have question number 1. Now, let us see that what is question number 1. He fell heavily and this caused him severe pain. Now, what happened? This is a single word, that is severe. Okay. So he fell heavily. It means he fell badly. Okay. And this caused him severe pain, due to which he is suffering from severe pain right now. Now, if you see the entire sentence, the first word is pronoun, and obviously before a pronoun, we cannot have any article. So he fell is a verb. Before verb, we need not use any article. Heavily is an adverb. And this caused. Now, again, this is actually a pronoun. Caused is a verb. Him is a pronoun. Severe is a verb. Severe is an adjective, and pain is a noun. And pain is, you can say, abstract noun. So with before any of these words, no article can be used, because article can only be used before the countable nouns and the uncountable nouns as well. But if they are definite, and indefinite articles can be used only before countable singular nouns. Okay, so here there is no particular part of a speech before which we can use any article. Therefore, the entire sentence is correct. We need not use any article. Also, the sentence is absolutely correct. As you can see, he fell heavily. This part is correct. Okay. He is a person. He fell. It means he fall down. Okay. And heavily is a manner in which he fall down or fell down. And this caused. What this is used for this reason, the cause, that is he fell heavily. Okay, caused him severe pain. Okay, due to which he got severe pain. Okay, so there the entire sentence is absolutely correct. There is no part in this sentence which is incorrect. Therefore, our answer should be no error. This is very, very simple. Our answer will be 4th, that is no error. Now, if as I told you that if the entire sentence is correct, if the entire sentence is flawless, and you find that there is no error in the given sentence, that means your answer will be no error. Now let us move to the second question. Now this is question number 2. Okay. When I met him, the couple of days back, he was writing a new book. Now, when I met him, it means I'm talking about a day when I met him. Okay, the couple of days back. Actually, there is a phrase that is a couple of days. Okay, we use a phrase. A couple of days means couple means two. Okay, or a pair. Okay, and a pair is made up of two. Okay, now a couple of days means 2 days back, or you can say a few days back. This is a phrase which is used to say a few days back or 2 days back. Okay, a couple of days back. This is the appropriate phrase. Whereas if I write the couple of days, it means we are talking about the particular couple. But here the couple is used in another sense, that is, it is a phrase that means it is an idiom that means a few days back. Okay, so this article the is incorrect over here. He was writing a new book. So at that time he was writing a new book. So I'm talking about some days before, that there was a day some days before when I met him, and at that day he was writing a book. So here the correct phrase that should be used is a couple of days back, or you can say the correct article to be used is a, not the. So from here this the should be removed. So our error will be 2, that is our answer will be 2, that is the error. The should be replaced with a. So the correct phrase will be a couple of days back. Okay, so second will be the correct answer. Okay, well, this is very, very simple. Now let us move to the next one. Sorry. Owing to heavy work in the office, I was unable to catch the 5:30 train. 5:30 train means train at 5:30. Okay. Now it is written owing to heavy work in the office. Now here we are talking about a place, that is office. And I told you earlier as well that whenever we talk about any place, uh, while uh, uh, while we visit the place, whether we visit the place, whether we use the name of that particular place, we need to check one thing, that is the purpose for which that name has been used or for which that place has been visited. Now, if we look at the purpose of the place, it means if what is the purpose of taking the name of that particular place in our speech or sentence. Now, if the purpose is same for which the place has been made, and if the purpose is different for which the name of this place has been taken. Okay. Now, if we have taken the name of a place and it is used for the same purpose for which it has been made, okay, there we need not use any article. Okay, there we need not use any kind of article. But if the purpose of taking that name is different, we need to take an article. Okay, we need to put an article before that. Whether it is definite or indefinite, it depends on the situation. Okay, now as you see that here we have taken a word that is office. Okay, we have used this word that is office. Office is a place where one goes to do work. Okay, for his job. Now if I say owing to heavy work, it means there was a lot of work at that day in the office. Okay, or in office, it means I'm taking the name of this particular office or place just because there was heavy work over there. And of course, if there is heavy work, of course the name is office, because office, we do work over there. It means we are taking the name of the office for the same purpose. Okay, so here this the is incorrect because the name of this office or this place has been taken for the same purpose. Okay, so the should be removed from second part of the sentence. Okay, so our answer will be 2, that is remove the before office. Okay, so the correct sentence will be owing to heavy work in the office, owing to heavy work in office, I was unable to catch the 5:30 train. It means due to which I was not able to catch the 5:30 train, or the train which was scheduled at 5:30. Okay, so here the error will be in part 2 of the sentence. I hope you are clear about this concept. Okay, or you have understood this question very well. Now let us move to the next question. Now this one is question number 4. All mangoes in this basket are overripe. It means we are talking about the mangoes which are kept in this basket. It means we are relating these mangoes with the basket. Also, I'm saying all mangoes. Okay. Now, if I say all people, no, that is not correct. All the people. After all, we generally use the, and after that we use plural noun. Okay. So here we need to write all the mangoes. Then the sentence will be correct. It means I'm talking about all the mangoes of the basket. It means all the mangoes which are kept in the basket. Because already we are relating these mangoes with the basket. It means we are making these mangoes particular. It means I'm talking only about those mangoes which are kept in the basket. Therefore, I would say all the mangoes in this basket are overripe. Okay, so here the error will be in part first and the answer will be all the mangoes or all the mangoes. Okay, so the correct sentence will be all the mangoes in this basket are overripe. Okay, I hope you have understood this concept too. Now let us move to the next question. That is question number 5. The artist and writer has died. Now, whenever we have two subjects, subject 1, then and then subject 2. Okay, we used to write plural verb after it, but it should mean that these two subjects are different. But if we have an article before one subject, okay, and we are not having any article before the second subject, or we do not have any article before the second subject, that means these two subjects are same. Also, the condition is there that these two subjects are same. It means these two words are used for the same person. Okay, it means this is only one person that we are talking about, and we are taking two names for a particular subject. Okay, and this is clear from the sentence that these are not two persons but only one person which we are talking about or whom we are talking about. Okay, so in that manner we should use only singular form of verb. In this part we should only use singular form of verb. We need not use plural verb unless these two subjects are different. Okay, unless these two subjects are different. It means if we have used article only before one subject, but another subject is just like where we cannot use any article. For example, if I say the boy and Ravi, it means there are two persons. Okay, but if I say the boy and girl, obviously there are two persons. If I say the boy and my friend, it means the boy is my friend. Okay, so the boy and friend, they both are same. So with that can be clearly understood from the sentence. Okay, so you should also check the formation of the sentence, that how is it written and what can be derived, what meaning can be derived or inferred from that particular sentence. Okay, so this shows that these two persons are same. If they are same, there we need to use only singular form of verb. Now here, if you see the sentence carefully, the artist and writer has died. It means these two persons are same. Okay, and if these two persons are same, we need to put article only before the first word, not the second word. Okay, also it is written has over here. Now, if has is written over here, it means it is singular verb, and from this it can be analyzed that these two persons are same. Okay, and if these two are same, we need to put article only before the first one. That is why the entire sentence is absolutely correct. So our answer will be no error. One more thing which will definitely help you out during your exam. Now, if you don't know the rules, or if you are not getting the rules, okay, or if you're not able to recall the now, see one thing, that here has is given. Okay, now has is given. We know well that only one part contains error. Now, if I say that this sentence is incorrect, suppose this is only the thing which I'm telling you, that how a trick can be applied in these type of sentences to verify that our answer is absolutely correct. Now, as per the directions, we already know that only one part can contain error. Now, if you see this sentence carefully, and if I say that this is incorrect over here, okay, now if I write have over here, then these two are the different persons. That means we need to put an article over here as well, that the artist and the writer. Okay, but only one part will contain the error. Now if I just do have over here, they need to be put the before it. But as I know that only one part can contain error, it means this has is absolutely correct. And if this has is correct, we need to put an article only before the first subject. Okay, so that verifies that our answer, that is no error, is absolutely correct. Okay, because only one part can contain error. If we are changing one part, there is a need occurred for changing in the second part as well. Okay, therefore our answer is absolutely correct, that is no error. It means the sentence contains no error at all. Okay, now I hope you have got this situation or this trick. Now let us move to the question number 6. In word of ours, now whenever we have any noun and after this we have of, and after this we have, this is a preposition, actually any preposition, not only of, but it can be any preposition which is actually making something the part of another thing. Okay, for example, if we use in, on, they also make something the part of another thing. So if we have noun, then of, then again a noun or the pronoun, so this is making a series, and it is relating some noun to the other thing. So in word of ours, one has to compete for almost everything. Okay, now in word of ours, now word is not only ours. Okay, so we are just relating this word to ours, therefore we need to put the before it, because we are making this word definite, or the part of this word definite. Because if we are talking about word of ours, it means only that part of word which belongs to us. Okay, or which is actually in word of ours means in our life. Okay, so here the correct answer will be 1, because here the correct phrase to be used should be in the word of ours. Okay, so here we need to put the before the word, or before the word word. Okay, so just to make this word particular, we need to use the before it. So the correct sentence will be, in the word of ours, one has to compete for almost everything. Okay, and this is really true. Now let us move to the next one. That is question number 7. My aunt was first to get a degree. Now whenever we have any ordinal number, okay, whenever we have any ordinal numbers, we have two kind of numbers. One is ordinal, another one is cardinals. Ordinals are the first, second, third, fourth, and so on. These are the ordinal numbers. Whereas if we talk about 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on, those are cardinal numbers. Now before every ordinal number, we always use the. Okay, now this concept we have already learned in the chapter of articles. If you have not read that yet, go and just go through the chapter. That is very, very important for all of you to read the concepts of articles. Now before ordinal, if there is written the, we need before any ordinal number, we need to put the. Now here it is first, which is an ordinal, and before ordinal we need to put the. Okay, so my aunt was the first to get a degree. Therefore, the error is part 2, where we need to put the before the word first. Okay, I hope you got the concept. Now let us move to the next one. Now this one is question number 8. Equator divides the earth into 2 hemispheres. Now whenever we have any unique thing, okay, unique things or the celestial bodies, unique things like the sun, the moon, okay, which is only one in this entire universe, or as far as we know. Okay, or as far as we are concerned. Now if we talk about the unique things like the sun, the planets, the moon, the name of the planets, for example Neptune, the Jupiter, the Earth, the Mars, the Saturn, and so on. So whenever we have such unique objects or unique things, we always use the before them. Okay, unique things. Now equator is also one. Okay, it is also a unique or imaginary line. For example, we have the Tropic of Cancer, we have the Tropic of Capricorn, equator, and we know well that equator lies on 0 degree. Well, that does not matter at all. We are talking about only the unique thing, which is equator is absolutely a geographical feature and also a unique thing. So before this equator, we need to put the. And this is very, very important for every geographical feature. Like if we talk about sea, rivers, if we talk about oceans, plateaus, we need to put the before them. Actually, the before their names. For example, the islands. So before the name of any island, we need to put the. Okay. And I have already taught you about the uses of the, where we can use the with any geographical features. Now here we are talking about equator that lies on 0 degree on a globe. You can see it, and this equator, before this equator we need to put the. So the correct sentence will be, so the correct answer will be one, that is we need to put the before the equator. So the correct answer will be, or the correct sentence will be, the equator divides the earth into two hemispheres. We know well that that the equator, it divides the earth into two halves. One is the northern hemisphere and the below one is the southern hemisphere or the southern hemisphere. Okay, so now let us move to the next one. This is question number 9 now. Teachers were instructed to follow an uniform method of evaluation. Now, I have already told you that if a noun is beginning with a consonant sound, okay, consonant sound, it does not mean that it is beginning with a consonant. No, it should have a consonant sound. Okay, it means its pronunciation should begin with consonant or the vyanjan sound in according to Hindi Varnamala. And if it begins with a swar sound, means vowel sound. Okay, or the sound of a swar, that is swar in the Hindi Varnamala. Okay, so vowel sound here means the pronunciation of that word, and if we pronounce that word, the sound is starting from a consonant sound or a consonant. Okay, so in case of consonant we use a before it, and with vowel sound we use n before it. Okay, now if we talk about uniform method, uniform is actually like a word beginning with ya of Hindi Varnamala, or in English it is beginning with y-o-u, as the spelling of u is y-o-u. So it feels like, or it appears or hears to be like that it is beginning with you, or it were beginning with you. Oh, sorry, it were beginning with y. That is why we need to put a before it. Okay, so this n is incorrect, it should be a. Okay, but if there is a word umbrella, obviously that a voice will come, that is the voice of wall. Okay, there will use an umbrella. But if we talk about uniform, the sound when we pronounce this word, it listened to us to be like beginning with why. That is why we use a before it, not n. Okay, I hope you have understood this concept. Okay, so the error will be in part second, that is a uniform should come in place of n uniform. Okay, I hope you have got this concept. Now let us move to the next one. I saw him coming out of hotel at 10 o'clock. Now again, this is the same concept as we have learnt about the concept of office, that is place. Now when we take the name of any place and we are using it for the same purpose, of visiting that place for the same purpose, and if we are using it for the different purpose, for the same purpose we need not use any article, but for the different purpose we need to put the before it, or it can be a or n depending on the situation, that is whether we are making it definite or indefinite. Now I saw him coming out of hotel at 10 o'clock. It means we are talking about a particular hotel at that time. So in this case we'll write the hotel, because first of all, coming out is not the action which is related to hotel. Second thing, if we are using the word hotel, it means we are talking about the particular hotel from which he was coming. Okay, from which he was coming out. That is why here we'll write the hotel, because we are making this hotel particular. It means I'm talking about only that hotel from which he was coming out. Okay, so here we need to put the hotel. So third will be the, no, it is actually second will be the correct answer. I'm sorry, here is a typing error, so this second part contains the error. I saw him coming out of the hotel at 10 o'clock. So this will be the correct answer. Okay, so here second will be the correct answer. Now let us move to the next one. UNICEF is an international organization. Now, I told you whenever we talk about any acronym or the short forms or the unique bodies like WHO, UNICEF, before these, we need to put an article. Okay, that is the. So here we should write the UNICEF. The UNICEF is an international organization. Okay, now let us move to the next one. Sudoku was first designed in the 1970s by a retired architect and freelance puzzle constructor. Now, can you think that what can be the error in this sentence? If we talk about Sudoku, Sudoku is actually the name of a game. But before the name of a game, we need not use any article. This is the omission of article concept. Was first designed. Now, first designed. Here, this word first is not the ordinal adjective or ordinal number. It is actually showing the first time. Okay, this first is used for the time. That firstly, denoting firstly. Okay, it means first of all. Okay, firstly or first of all. Okay, or at first. So this is actually used for this is an adverb, not an adjective. Okay, now whenever we use first, actually ordinal number. Okay, before ordinal number we need to use the, but that ordinal number is actually an adjective. Okay, that is an adjective. That should be an adjective. But here this first, which is used first, this is actually an adverb. Okay, it means it is showing us the time that firstly it was designed in. Okay, but if I say the first chapter, okay, the first chapter, now here you can see in this phrase that chapter is written and chapter is a noun. And to qualify a noun, we need an adjective, that is first. So this is ordinal number, or you can say an adjective. Okay, but if you see this sentence here, we are saying that Sudoku was first designed. It means it was firstly designed in the 1970s. Okay, it means in the series of 1970s by a retired architect. Okay, so according to this concept, this first is not an ordinal number. And I told you that we need to put the before the ordinal number, but not with before any word. Now here this first is used as an adverb, not an adjective. It means it is not an ordinal number. So this is not an ordinal number. Okay, this is not an ordinal number. And if it is not an ordinal number, we need not use any article before it. Okay, so here we have not used any article. It means this entire concept or this entire sentence is easy and simple, that this sentence contains no error at all. This sentence is absolutely correct. Sudoku was first designed in the 1970s by a retired architect and freelance puzzle constructor. Okay, so here in this question, there is no error at all. So our answer will be no error. I hope you have got this concept. Okay, now let us move to the next question. Now this is question number 30. Many overseas students attend colleges in the Great Britain. Now, Great Britain is a name of a place, but it is actually a country. So before the name of any country, we need not use any article. So here we'll remove the. Before the name of any continent or the country or nation, we need not use any article. As you can see, before Bharat or India, do we use any article? No way. So before any article, we do not use any article. Okay, before the name of the country or the nation or the continent, we need not use any article. Therefore, here the should be removed from part third of the sentence. Okay, overseas means the students who are you can say beyond this sea. Okay, the is not used before Great Britain. Okay, so here we should remove the before the Great Britain. Okay, so this will be the correct answer. So the correct sentence will be many overseas students attend colleges in Great Britain. Okay, now let us move to the next question. Now this is question number 40. Could you please give me a postal address of the Indian Embassy in New York? Now, postal address, it is just the name of the it is just the kind of address, or it is the address. Address is not like one address or two address. Address is actually something uncountable. We cannot count it like A or N. We cannot classify it in one address or the two address. No, address is address is address. Okay, so here A should be replaced with the, because we are talking about the particular address. Okay. So the postal address, we are not talking about any address. We are talking about the particular address of somewhere. So we need to put the over here. So our answer will be 2. There is remove A and replace A with the. So the correct sentence will be, could you please give me the postal address of the Indian Embassy in New York? Because we are talking about the particular address. It means, and this address is of the Indian Embassy in New York. Now let us move to the next question. This is question number 15 now. I went to see the Taj Mahal in a moonlit night. I went to see the Taj Mahal. Taj Mahal is the name of the monument where we use article. So this part is correct. And this part is also correct. In a moonlit night, this is also correct. Okay, because we are talking about a particular night or a night which was moonlit. It means which was which has moon in that night. Okay, in which the moon was shining. Okay, so this sentence contains no error. So our answer will be 4th, that is no error. Okay, now let us move to the next one. When one hears of the incident about the plane crash, he feels very sorry. Now, this plane crash, year before this, we have written the. When one hears of the incident about the plane crash. Now, here we are not talking about a particular plane crash. In fact, we are talking about any plane crash. We know well that plane crash can occur anytime, and many plane crashes we have already learned in our life, or we have already heard in our life. You must have also heard about the plane crashes that occurred in few years back as well. So we are not talking about a particular plane crash. Instead, we are talking about any plane crash or that happens, okay, or that occurred. So when one hears of the incident about a plane crash, because any plane crash we are talking about, or we are not talking about the particular plane crash. So here the error is in part second, that is a plane crash. So this the should be removed and replaced with a, because we are not talking about a particular plane crash, we are talking about any plane crash. Now if I say the plane crash of Ukraine students, it means I'm talking about a particular plane crash. But if I say plane crash, it means this can be any incident. Okay, so here we'll use A, not the. Now let us move to the next question. That is question number 17. If you hear engaged tone, now tone is noun and engaged is adjective. Whenever we have this particular structure of a sentence in which we have adjective, then we have noun. So we need to put an indefinite article before it. Okay, and that depend on adjective. Okay, but there is noun is mandatory. So we need to put an indefinite article over here. So if you hear an engaged, because it is engaged, which is beginning with the swar sound or vowel sound, so we need to put an n before it. So if you hear an engaged tone, replace the receiver and dial again. Okay, so here the error will be in part 2, that is n or the engaged tone. Okay, it means we are talking about the particular engaged tone. Okay, now who arranged the chairs? Okay, if you see the sentence carefully, who, we are talking about a person arranged, that done something. The chairs, the sentence is absolutely correct. So the sentence contains no error. Again, 4th will be the correct answer, that is no error. Now let us move to the next one. In 1906, a earthquake destroyed much in San Francisco. Now, if we talk about earthquake, it is beginning with earth, and this is somewhere like beginning with a vowel sound. Okay, it is beginning. The pronunciation of this word is beginning with a vowel sound. Okay, if you say earth, earth is somewhere like beginning with a. Okay, if you hear it. Okay, so it is creating the vowel sound when we pronounce this word. So this a should be replaced with n. So the correct answer will be first, that is an earthquake. In 1906, an earthquake destroyed much in San Francisco. Now let us move to the next one. She had a miserable existence living with him. Now, miserable, this word is actually beginning with a consonant sound. And if it is beginning with a consonant sound, the pronunciation of this word is beginning with a consonant sound. We need to put A before it, not N. So this N should be replaced with A. So the answer will be had a miserable. So the correct sentence will be she had a miserable existence living with him. Now let us move to the next one. Paradise Lost is a epic poem. Again, if you see this epic, epic is beginning with a vowel sound, which is like epic, as if it were begin with A. Okay, so it is creating a vowel sound, and if it is creating a vowel sound, this word epic, we need to put N before it, not A. So this A should be replaced with N. So the error is in part 3, that is an epic poem. Okay, an epic poem means it is a long rhyming poem. An interesting book, A Tale of Two Cities. A Tale of Two Cities is the name of the interesting book. Was written by Charles Dickens. Now, again, interesting. This word is beginning with a vowel sound. And if it is beginning with a vowel sound, we need to put N, not A. So this A should be replaced with N. This is very, very simple. So our answer will be first, that is an interesting book. A Tale of Two Cities was written by Charles Dickens. Now let us move to the next one. Now this one is question number 23. Ghana, Nigeria and Gambia each have parts to play in the development of Africa. Now each have parts, not parts. Actually each is used for singular. Therefore each have a part to play. So this parts should be replaced from a part or with a part. So here the answer will be second, that is have a part to play. Okay, it means role to play. Now let us move to the question number 24. Headmaster has instructed the teachers to follow the rules of the school. So here we are talking about headmaster, which is actually the position of a person, and we are talking about a particular person. So we need to use the before it. So the correct sentence will be the headmaster has instructed the teachers to follow the rules of the school. Okay, so we need to put the before this series. In fact, because headmaster is someone only one which we are talking about, it means he's a particular person that we are talking about. Okay, or before the name of any designation, we use an article. Okay, now let us move to the next one. Now 25 is the last question of today's session. He walks as if the earth belonged to him. Now he walks is correct. As if the earth, before earth we need to use the, that is correct, belonged to him. So everything is correct in this sentence. So again, this sentence contains no error. So when a sentence contains no error, you need to see those sentences carefully, because it is our mindset that there must be some error in the sentence if this is a sentence, but it is not necessary. So we need to learn the concepts, not the tricks. We need to see the tricks as well, but it does not matter that every part contains error. So we should be very clear in our concepts, and for that you should first read the entire chapter which I have already taught you. Okay, so I hope these questions are clear to you now. Well, here the answer will be no error. Well, this is you have to revise uh, all the concepts of this chapter, so that you may know that which part can contain the error. Okay, now that's all for today. Thanks to you. I hope you have enjoyed this session, and this session is beneficial to you all. Thanks to you.